The twin sons of Tatooine were beginning their slow, fiery descent, casting long, fractured shadows across the desolate landscape. From a hidden vantage point, high among the jagged cliffs of Beggar's Canyon, an aged, robed figure watched. His gaze was fixed not on the setting suns, but on a speck of a ship darting through the treacherous ravines below. A T-16 Skyhopper, small and agile, piloted with a preternatural confidence that defied its size. Inside the cockpit, a young boy, barely a teenager, grinned with exhilaration. Luke Skywalker. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the figure in the robes, felt a familiar tremor pass through him, a complex tapestry woven from pride, wonder, and a cold, persistent dread. He'd seen this before. This wasn't just a boy learning to fly. This was an echo, loud and clear, reverberating across 2 decades of pain and loss. He noted it down later in the quiet solitude of his journal, the words a silent confidant to his heavy burden. He wrote of Luke's incredible talent, the way the T-16 seemed to respond to him as if it were an extension of his own will, not a machine. He described the boy's unbridled joy, a pure, infectious delight in the freedom of the air. And he confessed the chilling realization: he is so much like his father. This wasn't just a fleeting thought, but a profound and almost unbearable truth that settled deep in Obi-Wan's bones. He remembered Anakin, the scrawny slave boy on Mos Espa, who could coax speeders into doing things they simply shouldn't, who dreamed of stars and pod races. He remembered the boy who built C-3PO from scrap, the gifted pilot who destroyed a Trade Federation battleship at just 9 years old. And later, the Jedi Knight, the hero of the Clone Wars, the best starfighter pilot the galaxy had ever seen. The same incredible talent, the same innate connection to machines, the same breathtaking audacity, the same boundless love for flying. It was all there in Luke. Even the spark of adventure, that impatient yearning for something more than the mundane, shone brightly in Luke's eyes, just as it had in Anakin's. For Obi-Wan, this moment in Beggar's Canyon was not merely an observation. It was a vivid, visceral reminder of his greatest failure. He watched Luke pulling off maneuvers that were reckless yet precise, navigating turns that would shatter lesser pilots, and in every move he saw the ghost of Anakin, the prodigious, dazzling pilot who had once been his brother. This was the core of Obi-Wan's long vigil on Tatooine. For years he had been a hermit, a silent guardian, a shadow in the desert. His life reduced to a singular, all-consuming purpose: to protect Luke, and in doing so, to ensure the mistakes of the past were not repeated. Every successful flight Luke made, every daring stunt, every burst of youthful exuberance served as a poignant illustration of both his greatest hope and his deepest fear. The hope was clear. Luke possessed the raw potential, the innate heroism, the immense connection to the Force that could one day confront the darkness that had consumed his father. He was a beacon, a chance for redemption, a new dawn for the galaxy. But the fear was equally potent. Obi-Wan had seen where that path of immense talent and boundless ambition could lead. He had witnessed the seduction of power, the corrupting influence of fear, the tragic fall of the Chosen One. He had stood by as Anakin, the boy who loved to fly and dreamed of helping others, transformed into Darth Vader, the galaxy's most feared embodiment of tyranny. This quiet, solitary moment in Beggar's Canyon, recorded in the weathered pages of a Jedi Master's journal, is a profound testament to Obi-Wan Kenobi's enduring love, his crushing regret, and his unwavering commitment. It encapsulates the delicate balance of his mission, nurturing the incredible potential within Luke while simultaneously shielding him from the very qualities that made his father so formidable, and ultimately so vulnerable to the dark side. It is a story of hope flickering brightly against the backdrop of an ever-present shadow, a quiet vigil that would ultimately shape the destiny of the galaxy. What are your thoughts on this poignant moment? Does it resonate with your understanding of Obi-Wan's struggle? Share your reflections in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the emotional depths of the Star Wars saga, consider subscribing or following for more stories from a galaxy far, far away.